Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? All right, so today we're going to get started on June's monthly setup. Last webinar we did was back here and you guys noticed how it played out perfectly. So now I'm going to give you guys June's monthly setup and a little of what to expect for the third quarter, which would be April, May, June, July, August, September, and then the fourth quarter is October, November, and December, right? So now that we're in June, June is the last quarter of this month, and we all know that there are 4 quarters in the year. January, February, March, that's the first quarter. April, May, June, that's the second quarter. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, in which we're going to enter the third quarter, and then October, November, December will close the quarter, correct? All right, so if you guys are a part of Pit Royalties, you know the importance of these quarters and what they represent. Like now we're in the end of the third quarter. I'm not going to go too much into that because that's Pit Royalties materials, but you guys should know what I'm talking about if you go through the training materials. All right, so for June, let's look. I'm going to show you guys roughly what we're going to be expecting for the month of June, right? Sorry. So we're gonna start off with the Pit Royalties technique. Everyone in Pit Royalties should know what I'm doing right now. The Pit Royalties technique. So for the month of June, we're gonna establish because you know this is the last month has been bearish. So you know regularly you expect the following month to also, like the training, it shows you if the previous candle is bearish, always expect the following candle to always be bearish. So you know this last month was bearish, you expected this month to be bearish, which it was. This month is bearish, you also expect this month to be bearish. In reality, it will close like this. But because if it's the third quarter, it's the end of the third quarter, it's June. Remember, January, February, March, that's one quarter. April, May, June, that's another quarter. We're in June right now, so it's the last month of the quarter. And according to our trading, you know that the last month or the last week or whatever it is, the last towards midweek reversal, Thursday, Friday, you have to expect a significant retracement. So the market, it might not break through this quarter, right? It might not break through this quarter. It might not break through. There might be a significant reversal in which the market reversed up until the third quarter, which is July, August, September, before it actually continued bearish. All right? But we already established that last month was bearish. We bought in down here earlier, but I'm going to show you guys in what we're going to be looking for this month. The setup is precisely in which. Hold on. So for this month, you guys already know the Pit Royalties technique, you know, around 50 or 75% should be the monthly high zone. Just stop loss just a little bit over here. All right, so we've established 50% roughly right here. So roughly around here should be the monthly high for June, right? Now we have this, we don't need the Fibonacci no more. So roughly this zone right here is where we're looking for June's monthly high, right? So the market just opened. Remember last week we bought the monthly low. So you guys should have some buys down here, right? Your buys should be somewhere down here. So our goal is to get these buys up to this monthly high. This is a zone in which we're going to be looking to sell this month. The month of June, we're going to be looking to sell in this zone right here. You see the 1.7986? We're going to be looking for our monthly sell high in this zone. We've already have the buys, so hopefully you guys acknowledge why we bought it, so that we could get the buys to the monthly high in which we're going to sell. So our goal for this month is to get this monthly high up here, in which we're going to sell it from this zone to this zone, and it should come back. Even if, remember when I said it might not break through this quarter, like break all the way through, but even if it don't break all the way through, it should come down here at least to reset this zone. Once it come down here, we will be break even, and then it should pull back just to reset it a little bit, and then it will continue down for the third quarter, right? This is just a scenario, but we're gonna be holding these buys until it reaches the monthly sell zone. Once it's in the monthly sell zone, that's when we're going to be selling long term for the month of June for it to drop back down. Because remember, we bought this low back in May, the end of May, so that we could ride it to the high of June, and then it will drop for the rest of the month. Okay, if you guys are following along. So now that we've already established the monthly trend, now we need to go into the weekly so that we could find a better position for this week, right? So we've established that we're going to be riding the trend all the way up here, and then we're going to be selling for the rest of the month, right? So that is our trading plan for this month. We're going to be holding these buys, because remember, I gave you guys the buys down here. So we're going to be holding these buys to go to the monthly high. And then once it reaches the monthly high, we're going to reverse and keep holding the trades for the rest of the month. So now we've established that, looks clear on the weekly. So now we actually need to get some entries to ride. It's optional. This is optional. You guys already have some buys. So the option is to hold these buys and ride it to the monthly high, in which we're going to sell, or we might have to add some buys because some people joined late. So maybe they don't have the buys down here. So maybe we're going to have to add some buys so that they could actually ride the trend also to the monthly high, which is roughly in this zone. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be giving you the signals so that you have a more specific idea. But this is just a rough estimate of what we're looking at. But I'm going to give you the signals so you see specifically what we're talking about. All right. So our goal, we already have the buys down here, right? Insert rectangle. We already bought down here last week, right? So you guys should all have the buys down here at break even. So our goal now is to catch it to the monthly high. Once it reaches the monthly high, we're going to be selling it from the monthly high all the way down for the rest of the month of June. And then the third quarter is going to start and then pull back. You know, the market don't move in a straight line. But for this month, our goal right now, catch it the monthly high. So how we're going to do this now? We're in the weekly time frame, right? And we established that it should be buys. So we're on a weekly time frame, and we've established that it might be buys to come up here, right? So how we're going to enter these trades now, you have to enter on the lower time frames. That's when you come into the daily. All right, the daily is the lower, the daily, the 4 hour. That's a lower time frame. The 15 minutes, that's a scalping. So you might as well don't even think about that, because you know we don't even think about that in Pip Royalties. But let's go into this daily candle. The daily candle is where you actually look for your entries, specific entries. The monthly and the weekly is where you get the overall time frame in which the direction you need to go. But now we're on the daily, right? Now we're looking for our entry on Euro USD. We already have the trading plan. Our trading plan is that we're going to be buying Euro USD because we already bought it down here from last week. So our goal is to catch it to the monthly high, which is around here, June. So we're going to be holding these buys down here, right? We're going to be holding these buys. We're not going to close just yet. And we're going to be holding these buys until they reach the monthly high, and then we're going to sell it down for June, correct? All right, so we're on a daily time frame. How do you enter this trade? The previous candle is bearish. If you know Pip Royalties technique, then you should be selling. But since you have already established on the monthly that you're looking for buy positions, you want to be only looking for buys. You want to avoid the sells because the sells could be ranges, all right? So how are you going to enter this? We're going to have to wait to see if this daily candle engulfs this one. Once it engulfs this one, like this, we're going to get the next daily candle right here. And that's the daily candle that's going to send us up to these buy zone. So our goal is, let me insert it. So today's Sunday, right? So our goal, you see Sunday right here? Let's say this is Sunday. Let's say this is Sunday right here. Oh, sorry. Properties, Sunday. Let's just say this is Sunday, right? And then right here, we have Sunday, Monday is the same, so we're gonna name this one Tuesday. So we need Sunday, Monday candle to engulf over here. And then we get the daily low in which we're going to buy to go to the monthly high, which is this zone right here, which we're going to call June's monthly high, right? So our goal is to catch the buys, in which, if you know the technique, you know you should use the, once you're in pip royalties, you should know the technique in which to draw on this candle to get the buy zone for this, and you draw the technique on this candle to get the buy zone for this. But our goal is to get the monthly low, in which we already have the monthly low, but if you're not in the traders yet, and if we're going to add more trades, we're going to catch this monthly low, in which maybe this day ranges down a bit, but by Tuesday it should be coming up. So by Tuesday we should be expecting a pull up to the bullish side, and then Wednesday we're going to add more buys. We're going to keep going Wednesday. Sorry about that. Wednesday it will keep going. Let's zoom in a bit for Wednesday. Wednesday it will keep going, and then Thursday, Friday it will be in the sell zone. You know, Thursday, Friday. So roughly around next week, the end of this week into next week, we should be in the monthly sell zone, in which we should see that reversal. Once we sell, this is a long term. June's monthly high is where we're going to be selling from long term, so that we can hold the trades, and it will continue down long term from there. Once it hits up here, that's where we're really going to be selling from the monthly high. I will be giving you guys the signals, but this is just a rough overview of what we're doing, so that once it hits the monthly high, we're going to be selling for the rest of the month, right? So for this week, our goal is to watch this candle right here. We need it to engulf over, and then we're going to enter. We already have some buys. We're going to add more buys, and we're going to keep holding until around the end of this week. Into next week, we're going to be in June's monthly high. And then once it reaches June's monthly high, we're going to sell from that zone, in which we're going to hold long term. Then again, it's the end of the quarter, right? So let's say for long term, when it comes down, it should continue this pattern, bounce back up from here. Once it comes down here, bounce back up for July, and then continue down for the rest of the quarter, right? But don't worry, guys, I'm going to be giving you the signals and setups. I just want you to have a rough overview of what we're going to be looking for. So around Sunday, Monday, we already bought down here from last week, Friday, right? We already have buys break even. So we're going to hold these buys to go to move to June's monthly high. And once it's confirmed, we're going to be adding more buys to continue up to June's monthly high. But our goal is to sell it here. Once it reaches up here, we're going to be selling it long term for the rest of the month, in which we're going to hold and keep going down for the rest of the month. So just hold on to the buys for now, and I'll keep updating the signal chat so that you guys know exactly what to look for next, right? So, okay, so let's go on to the next pair, which we have from last week. We have GBP USD. You guys know the correlation, right? GBP USD, NZD USD, AUD USD, and Euro USD. They move similar. They have a different cycle, but it's the same pattern. USD SHAF, USD JPY, USD CAD, they move opposite. So if Euro is going up, USD CAD is going down. It's all the same correlation. It's just a different pattern. It's the same cycle, but different pattern. So last week, we bought GBP USD down here also. So you guys should already be in profit just holding it, right? But just like Euro, our goal is to get on the monthly high of June. And you know the pip royalties technique. You go in. This is the paid technique. This is the, I'm not sure who's watching this video, but only the pip royalties members should know what I mean by this technique, what I'm doing right now. So You draw your Pip Royalties technique with the Fibonacci, because you know the market moves off price action and patterns. So you draw your, I can't reveal the technique because there's too many people. I'm not sure who's watching this video, but I'm trying to show you what we're going to be doing for this month. So a rough estimate, we're going to be looking to sell the monthly high, just like Euro USD, because remember, if we're going to sell Euro USD, we have to be selling GBP USD, we have to be selling NZD USD, and we have to be selling AUD USD because of the correlation, right? So for this correlation right here with GBP USD, we have to assume June monthly high, right? So whenever Euro USD hits the monthly high, GBP USD is going to hit the monthly high, AUD USD is going to hit the monthly high, and NZD USD is going to hit the monthly high. You guys already know the correlation, so it should be roughly the same thing. We're going to be looking to buy to the monthly high. You guys already have your buys down here because I gave the signal. I told you guys to go break even. So now you guys have the high. We're going to be holding these buys to go to the monthly high long term. Once it reaches up here long term, that's where we're going to be selling for the rest of the month. Just like how we had it set up with Euro USD, it's going to be the same correlation, right? So now we've established on the monthly time frame that we're going to be holding these buys to the monthly high, and then we're going to be selling again. Once you reach the monthly high, it's two things going to happen. It's either going to reverse from the monthly high, or it's going to break through the monthly high, come up here to the max, reverse back down, or it's going to come to the max, break through, which I highly doubt because we've been following for so long. But for argument's sake, if it break through, we would have to exit because, you know, it's going to pull back, possibly range for some time, because I highly doubt it's going to go up there because, you know, Brexit is going to happen soon. Brexit is finalized next year, so Great Britain should fall and USD should recover. So it should continue down while Brexit and Great Britain, because I highly doubt the Great Britain would have more value over the dollars. So our goal for this month, but that's for argument's sake, but our goal for this month is to catch these monthly high for GBP USD, Euro USD, AUD USD, and NZD USD, okay? So for this month, June monthly high, we're establishing that the monthly high should be in the zone. Our stop loss, it should not pass the zone. We already have our buys down here from last week. So our goal is to hold these buys. I'm not sure if we're going to add more so that we could ride the wave to the monthly high, in which we're going to sell up here long term for the month of June, right? So let's go into the weekly and see how it looks on the weekly. Always start from the monthly. You're doing your top down analysis. All right, so look at this GBP USD chart, right? I'm not sure how much experience you have, but this is a clear giveaway of a hammer. Once this daily candle passes this previous weekly high, it's pretty much a giveaway that GBP USD is going to go to that monthly high, right? So once it breaks through there, remember our June monthly zone, or June month, where our goal is to buy to June's monthly high. Once it reaches June monthly high, we're going to be selling for the rest of the month. So we're assuming that the market is going to break up here, right, as it heads for the monthly high. Don't worry, this is just a rough estimate. I'm going to give you the specific signal, but I want you guys to be aware of what we're looking for this month, for June, right? So for this month, we expect the market to pull back to make June's monthly high, and then we're going to be selling for the rest of the month, right? Sorry guys, hold on. Okay, so our goal is to get it to June's monthly high, in which we're going to sell for the rest of the month, right? All right, so this is a weekly time frame, a hammer. So we've already established that on Euro, we're going to be buying to June monthly high. So GBP USD with a correlation, we're going to be buying to this monthly high also. So there we go. We already have buys here, so we're going to be looking for more buys to go to the monthly high. So you can't find your entries on the weekly. You have to go in on the daily to find the entries, right? To catch the daily low, daily high. You guys already know the Pip Royalty technique. So you know how to draw this candle right here, where to find your entry. I'm going to do it roughly. Entry 1 right there, or entries right here. Entry 2 right there. It's good. And then we got our stop loss. So look, we already have our buys down here. So we assume this candle is going to close like this Sunday, Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. And then once it reaches into this monthly June high, that's when we're going to be selling, because we know we're catching the monthly high. We catching the monthly high for it to drop for the rest of the month, right? So we're going to be selling in the zone, which we're going to be dropping for the rest of the month, right? So our goal for this week, even though we have buys here, we're going to see if it holds like this Sunday, Monday. See if it holds Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and around Thursday, Friday, we're going to be looking for those sell reversal. If it don't happen this week, maybe into next week, it will make a double top like this. But I highly doubt it's going to break through, guys. It should hold June's monthly high. Like, June monthly candle should not pass. It should make a nice double top here, maybe, possibly a double top. But it should not break this pattern, meaning it should not break over here, because once it break over June's monthly high, we know for sure July we're going to be buying. So if we take a loss, we know what to do next. If we lose in June, we know to buy July, because it's going to break through here, and its previous resistance right here is going to become support, and we're going to be buying here instead. We're not going to be selling no more. If we take a loss, we know to go the opposite, because the whole trend change and it's going to pull back like this, and we're going to be buying for July instead, like this. But we're not going to be doing that, because that's not going to happen. That's just argument's sake. But I'm just saying this for argument's sake, because you know, you never know it, and no one is ever 100% right. If it does break through, that's what we're going to be doing. But for June, we're expecting this double top around this area, bang, 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 and then we're going to be selling, and then we're going to be holding for the rest of the month of June. Vice versa, Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, all of them is going to be following the same pattern, but a different cycle, meaning they're all going to be going bullish until June monthly high, and then all of them is going to drop. If you're trading USD JPY, USD SHAF, and USD CAD, that's a different set of pairs. They'll be doing the opposite. But I'm talking about the pairs we currently have right now, which is GBP USD, Euro USD. All right, so let's go into USD SHAF. Even though I'm giving you guys these rough estimate, I'm going to be giving you the specific signals and where to buy and sell. I'm just giving you the idea so that you know exactly what we're doing, so that if you see the market going up, you know exactly why it's going and why we're trying to do, where we're headed to, and where we're trying to react, and exactly what we're trying to do, right? Okay, so we did Euro USD, we did GBP USD, AUD USD, and NZD USD should be very similar. So now we're going to go to the correlation pair, which is USD SHAF, USD JPY, and USD CAD. Those do the opposite in correlation. So if USD SHAF, USD CAD, and USD JPY, they all follow the same cycle but different pattern. So if one of them is going bullish, all of them is going bullish, right? So we've already established that we're going to be selling for Euro, AUD, GBP USD. That means we should be buying for USD SHAF, USD CAD, USD JPY, right? So with the correlation in mind, let's start from the monthly time frame to do your top-down analysis. Okay, right? So last week we caught this monthly high, right? We caught this sell up here. So you guys should have your sell up here break even, and you know it should be bullish for argument's sake, because look at this. Nice. You see this candle right here? You notice the body of this little candle right here? You notice that this month's already engulfed. So we just need this candle to push over here. Once the daily candle closes up here, it should be nice buys like this. But this USD SHAF is very tricky. I'm not sure if we're gonna follow this, because look, it's been ranging in this zone for years, like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, 40. You see, look, years, it's just not moving. So I'm not gonna say this is the month in which USD Chaff is gonna magically break through this range, because I'm not the owner. I can't say this is the month it's gonna break right through and go, or it might reverse back in. But we already have the cells up here, so our best bet is to hold these cells. Once this candle engulfs back over like this, let's go in on daily. Once this candle, because remember, we're looking for buys on these pairs since we're selling euro. Once this daily candle engulfs over like this, our entry was right here last week. Our entry, the signal chat, the max was right here. So our sell is right here, break even, right? Your sell should be right in that zone right there, break even. Hold on, guys. Your sell should be up here, break even, right? Right here, we got the wick. So for this week, just like how Euro's going up, this usually do the opposite. Notice how this candle is very bullish. You know the Pip Royalties technique. For argument's sake, Sunday, Monday. This one's very tricky because I don't think we should even focus on USD Chaff. We should just hold this trade break even. And if for some reason this candle break back through here, then we will buy off the resistance. I mean, the resistance will become support. And then we could buy off this candle like this. But I think we should hold this sell right here because it could come close to it, but then reverse like this. Like it come close to it and reverse, because it's ranging so much. It's not too much significant movements like Euro USD and the others. They're moving significantly from different zones. These are just ranging in the same zone over and over. We caught the sells, which is up here, and then maybe we could hold this sell right here, and then it reverses like this and continue down. But for now, we have to assume, because it's bullish, if it does break through our sells from last week, we're gonna have to, this is gonna become support, and then this will continue like this. Unless for some crazy reason, again, they made a huge double top here, and then, you know, a nice double top pattern to finish the candle. Like that would be the double top right here, and then it drops down, and then it resets the neckline, which is right here, and then this would be simple. This would be sells all third quarter, as it would drop for the rest of the third quarter, which is July, August, September. But for this week, we're going to be holding our sells up here. We're not going to be buying to this zone because we're not going to focus too much on USD Chaff. We're just going to hold the sells, and if it breaks through and take us out, we'll be taking out break even. But if it holds, then should continue on like this, or look out for that double top as drawn before. But don't worry, guys, I'm going to be giving you the signals. I'm just giving you a rough estimate of what we're looking for, right? And we also have AUD USD. Let's look into AUD USD. This one has been so funny on the monthly time frame, because we've been holding this trade for 4 weeks. You remember last week, no, not last week, 2 weeks ago, we took a loss on AUD USD. The loss I posted on Instagram, and then we re-entered, and we've been holding it ever since, right? So let me delete these because these was from the previous webinar. You notice it all played out. Look, Friday made a double top, perfect double top from Friday. It is perfect from the last webinar. I'm just deleting the stuff right now, but let me delete it so that I can show you guys the setup for this month, which is June. Okay, guys. All right, so monthly time frame, June. This was the double top we was looking for, right? We already established this double top on AUD USD, so we're gonna be moving forward with it. Let me show you guys now. Double top right here. On the monthly time frame, the first leg went up 3 months later, it came back down. Second leg went up. Then it came back down. And now it's at the neckline. As you guys know in Pip Royalties, first entry, second entry is at the neckline. We're looking to be selling it around here. Remember, I told you guys we did re-enter around the zone last week, so we should have some little 1% sell on AUD/USD at the neckline because we're waiting for the double top to be finished, and that will be the double top. First leg, second leg, finish, bang, reset the neckline, drop, and then the third quarter we'll pull it up just a little bit, and then we'll fall for the rest, right? For the third quarter, right? So this is the double top we're looking at. Notice how this month closed with a hammer, right? We have, because of correlation, you know, Euro USD, GBP USD, NZD USD going up until June's monthly high. You have to assume AUD USD is about to make a monthly high too because of the correlation in which we're dealing with. So we expect AUD USD to make a monthly high somewhere. We already have a sell around here because we already entered. So we're going to put our first sell right here where it's at. It's in profit right now, but 30 pips profit, so it's not much. So our sell is active right here right now in profit. But we have to expect, just like Euro USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, we have to expect that monthly high for June to rally up, in which we're going to be selling for the rest of the month. So for this one, we're going to be, we already have a sell in AUD USD, so we're not going to add any more. We're going to wait for it to come and see if it holds, because it should not pass this neckline. You see the double top? It should not pass the neckline. It should just keep dropping like this. So we're going to keep holding ourselves, the one that we have right now, and we're going to add more if it keeps going up, like Euro USD, AUD USD, and NZD USD. We're going to keep holding more to see if it rallies up to June's monthly high also, because remember, we are looking for June's monthly high on Euro, AUD, GBSD. The correlation, all the pairs, you guys should have the correlation, right? So June's monthly high. So for June's monthly high, we're going to be looking, we already have sells. It might break this high, but it's only going to June's monthly high, which is around this zone right here. This is what we're looking for in June's monthly high. So we're not going to add any more sells to AUD USD. We're just going to hold the ones that we have. And for argument's sake, it should keep drifting up here. But if it does, we're going to be selling again. It's only a small lot because I told you guys to risk no more than 1%. So we're going to keep holding to go up to June monthly high, in which we're going to sell again. And then we're going to be holding for the rest of the month, in which it should drop for the rest of the month, which is June monthly high. And then it should drop for until August. Right, guys? So we're going to keep holding the AUDUSD. See if it breaks, and we're going to sell it again up here once more for June's monthly high. Once it holds, we hold it for the rest of the month. And then again, guys, don't worry. This is just a rough estimate of what we're looking for so that you guys aren't confused. I'm going to be giving you guys the signals specifically on where to enter, where to take profit, where to put your stop loss. So you don't have to worry about that. I just want you guys to see this video so that you have a rough idea of what we're doing for the whole month. It's kind of tricky though because it's the end of the quarter and a whole new quarter is about to start, which is July, August, September. And I probably have to do a next webinar next month to explain that quarter. But for this month, which is June, this is what we're going to be looking for, okay? And USD JPY. Same thing. I don't even have to say nothing. You guys should already know, right? Just like USD shaft, the correlation, you're going to be doing what? Buying, because if we're selling from June monthly high, the correlation, you're going to be buying. Just like how we're going to be buying USD shaft, it's the same thing. But since we have the entries from last week, we're going to go from there. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to be updating the signal chat so that you guys have a specific idea exactly in which we're going to be selling and buying. These are just a rough estimate so that you have an idea of what we're looking for, so that if you see the market going up and you have no idea why, you could always just relate to this video for the rest of the month, because we're going to be buying to those zones and selling from those zones for June's monthly high throughout the monthly low. This webinar will be available to anyone, so I can't go too into details of how we're going to be getting exactly where and how, when, but this is a rough estimate of the zones in which we're going to be buying and selling. But I'm going to be giving you guys the specific entry in the signal zone. All right, so for now, just keep holding the trades from last week. I'll update you guys as soon as possible. All right.